didn't do is twist this top around, bro. It is coming down.
No, not.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Why is there an extra truck in our shop today? I thought we got rid of this thing.
It looks so cool back here.
It does look good.
Just call him and tell him you're gonna give him his money back. And we're gonna keep it.
No, we got to get this one done. Let's get this one done. Yesterday, I didn't film at all. Just a little bit for the shorts. We got some stuff done. Me and my buddy Carter. Carter came over here and we finished putting the shift kit in this transmission right here.
Put new front and rear seal in it.
Yeah.
New pan gasket.
New pan gasket. Just
new filter.
all the stuff we had to do. And then I got bored, had some hobby paint and started painting.
It looks like a NASCAR number on this side.
Oh yeah, it kind of does.
You know what the problem would be for me if I started that?
You couldn't stop.
I wouldn't be able to stop. All this
I know, I was thinking about it, but I stopped. I was gonna start doing like all these little deals black. I was gonna do like every other one, but then I was like, man, this is taking too long. I'm gonna put 4 because it's a 4-speed.
All right, that spot you see over there on the firewall, we're gonna put this Raptor liner on it. It is a 2-part, I guess 2K means 2-part. That's what they say. But it's got a little cap in the top here that you pop off and you bust a catalyst open inside here. It's gonna be like a black undercoating bed liner look on that. And at the same time, I'm gonna try to do my Bel Air. I've got this one prepped up, ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other car taped up and ready, and then I'll sand them both at the same time. Because that one's painted black, so the likelihood of seeing scratches from touching on it and dusty and dirty hands is a lot higher. This one, I really think you could put a lot of scratches in it and not notice it, but we're still gonna be careful around both of them. I'm about to run a chance too. Because I called Jimmy and he said they always use wire edge tape, and I didn't think about it.
Oh, yeah.
But he says that he's done it before and it comes off clean.
Just do it while it's wet.
That's what Mr. Josh said.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to pull this plastic off. I've never done it before. Pop it like this. Thing goes on here, and it's supposed to push this thing inside of there. So I'm gonna put it on here. We're gonna set it on here. Do we push hard, fast?
Watch it blow up.
If it does, we got it on film, and I'm gonna be the new president of Raptor Liner. So what the instructions say and what my partner Jimmy told me is to spray it somewhere else first because it shoots a big glob out to start with. So we're gonna spray it on something. We're gonna spray it in the trash can. There we go, we're gonna rock and roll, buddy. The side first. That looks way better than it did. Okay, we're gonna let this cure up and we'll do our second coat on that. We should have enough for a second coat on that and a light coat where this is gonna hit the visuals. We'll be good. All right, so we didn't use wire edge tape and we're hoping we didn't screw up. So we're doing this while it's wet. We gotta be careful not to get it on the paint. That looks nice. This edge is gonna be the defining factor. Oh, that looks so good. Oh yeah. Makes me so happy. We got both of them unmasked. They look good. The Bel Air looks so awesome. I'm so happy with it. This looks good too. The black is gonna start coming alive as we start putting things in. There's a lot of accessories on the engine that are black. The wiper motor's gotta go back on. The booster and stuff will all be black. This will start tying in more as we go on old Mac.
So what we've been doing today?
Cleaning up this hellhole.
We did some cleaning and we're about to put this motor in. So let me show you what we did. Kind of rearrange some stuff. All I know is it feels good to have a clean shop. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it better clean.
It's a lot
It's
better.
so hard to, when there's just crap everywhere.
Russell made these motor mounts. We needed some solid motor mounts for this truck right here, this twin turbo truck we're doing. And so Russell made these, and we're about to start putting this transmission with this engine. Are you cleaning your area now?
I'm just getting some of the clutter off my toolbox. Like half of it's just gloves.
We've got like 10,000 pairs.
Yeah,
So.
look at this. This is my gloves. I need like a glove bucket.
A glove.
I got a glove drawer. This is my big junk drawer.
There you go.
Gloves.
Cool.
No glove, no love.
All right, what else we got to do?
You need to get that intake off there, get those valve covers and headers
yeah,
off
yeah, yeah.
there.
Yep,
Take that plate off, bolt that motor plate on. Then we can get that off the cherry picker. We need to put the rear seal in the crankshaft and put the flywheel on. You need to call Circle D and ask them about the flywheel bushing. And as long as that's not an issue, then we can put the transmission on.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, let's get going. We're not putting a motor in, are we, today?
We're not putting the motor in.
Okay.
Josh was right.
Yep, Josh was right. We needed a flex plate adapter to connect the 5.3 to the 4L80.
The flex
plate.
The flywheel, yeah, flex plate.
Flex plate, flywheel, shim thing, adapter thing.
And bolts to go with it.
All I know is I just called Circle D Performance or Specialties. Is it Circle D Specialties? Let me
I don't know, you got the box.
I don't know. Let me grab the box. Circle D Specialties. That's what that's the torque converter we went with, and I just called them, asked them the question about if we had to have like a spacer or whatever, and he knew exactly what I was talking about. Got on the computer and gave me the part number on Summit Racing for the part that we needed and the bolts. So customer service at Circle D is great.
Top notch.
Top notch, buddy. Appreciate that for helping me out. So now, hopefully that'll come in tomorrow. We are going to go ahead and get old Mac off the lift because we have a transmission that we have to put in crusty up here. So we're gonna go ahead and knock that out. I thought we were putting an engine in.
Well, I was gonna let y'all figure that out, and I was gonna do this, but Carter's we can bust this out, so I'm not gonna say no to it.
Carter just started grabbing tools.
I think he enjoys it.
I do too. He was like, all right, let me get this done. He's like, we'll knock it out in an hour. So far, the Vevor, $177. Actually, it's $225 on Vevor's website, and for some reason on Amazon, Vevor sells it for $177. It's been a good purchase so far.
What do you think about it, Chashua?
I think we got quite a bit done on Krusty.
We fixed the oil leak.
Transmission's about to go in tomorrow.
Yeah, it's ready to rock. Ready to
So-
go in.
Yeah, we did the rear main seal.
We put a whole new cover on this time. Last time we just did the seal. This time we put a whole new cover on.
Yep, and it needed it. Anyways, all right, well, we're gonna go, we're gonna finish this up tomorrow.
Then get back on old macaroni while we're
Hopefully-
waiting on a part.
Yeah, hopefully that part will come in the morning or tomorrow at some time. So,
Yeah.
what are we doing, Russell?
Russell do some maintenance on his pick 'em up, and we gotta go drop it off for an alignment.
Alignment. So Russell's already been here this morning, changed the tie rods on his truck. We're gonna go drop that off. We're gonna also go get some transmission fluid for old Mac so we can get that started. So we're gonna run and do all those things real quick and then get back here and start working on old Mac. All right, so we got back from Tractor Supply and we went to Whataburger, got a honey butter chicken biscuit. If you're not from Texas or you don't have a Whataburger, you're missing out. We have got, what is this stuff? This is what we're gonna be running in old Mac. It's some universal premium tractor fluid, trans hydraulic fluid. That's what's going in this 4L80 trans back there. That one back there. I'm gonna take this nice Circle D torque converter that I ordered. I'm gonna start filling it up with some fluid. That way we can get this thing bolted up to this 5.3. Hopefully it's gonna go in smooth.
So Chase is gonna put in our Circle D.
I think I've got enough trans fluid in here. I hope this doesn't pour out. Looks like
Some of it could pour out.
All right, here we go.
It's just like the cam, you know, you're kind of wobbling up and down and turning. No, you shouldn't have to force it.
Carter had a little bit of.
Okay, be careful now. Jump off there. Keep spinning. Turn it to your right and push in at the same time. No?
You play with it. What'd you do?
One click.
So there's another click.
Yeah. Now, once it goes into that first seat,
No.
Now it's in there.
now it's back in there.
Well,
I
you-
have ruined the transmission doing that.
Well, what'd you do different than I was doing? You're just,
Just hold my mouth right.
damn you.
That was tougher than a factory converter, but
It's in there.
yeah, it's in there.
All right, cool.
Now I'm gonna finish working on this truck and
Jack this up.
jack that up.
And where are
Get
the
it up
bolts that attach this?
I painted them for you yesterday. I
Oh.
cleaned them up. Yeah, you're ready. You just need to make sure you put this bolt where the dipstick goes.
All right. All right, we got the motor and trans bolted together. They're finally reunited. Russell's finishing a few steps on Krusty. We've got this ready to go in.
Going in its home.
That's your home! Are you too good for your home?
Yeah, the motor mounts all mounted up. It's homemade ones, Russell made. Like handy dandy sucker boy.
Don't start talking too soon. We gotta hope they work.
They're gonna work, they're gonna work. Motor's in there.
We ran into some issues, but we found solutions to the issue with a little bit of thinking.
I was measuring and Russell was thinking. And I was trying to ask Russell a question.
I'm thinking to myself, you're thinking out loud. you
I
know
was,
what I mean?
yeah. And then Russell couldn't think, but then he thought of the answer. He figured it out. What it was, we needed to loosen all of our mounts instead of having everything tight.
Right, because the truck's been wrecked. I made copies of an old motor mount, so there could have been some variance there. The old motor mounts had rubber in them, which gave them a little flexibility in lining up your bolts. These are solid, and they're homemade. The combination of those things, we loosened all of our bolts up, got it to line up. Now Chase is gonna crawl under here and put the transmission cross member in. Then once we got that kind of set there, we'll get everything tightened back up.
What are you about to do?
We're about to get all the unnecessary stuff off of here so you can clean it up.
All right. Russell, you figuring it out?
Yeah, we're finna cut this out, buddy. So the intercooler will fit,
All right.
so we can get our charge tubes and loop underneath and go back up to the engine. I cut this hole in the bottom of this core support, and now I need to fill it back in and reinforce it, and it makes it look nicer. So I found this piece of sheet metal in our metal scrap. I'm not even sure where it came from, but I'm gonna turn this into my filler for that. Our transmission jack here looks like it's about the right circumference. I'm just gonna put this on here and give it a little shape right here to start with. Nice. Made a little horseshoe. It might be a little big, but it's gonna make it go in there a little easier. And that's it. I gotta do a little massaging and shaping. I'm gonna get this cleaned up so once I get it fit in there, I can go ahead and tack it. So I'm gonna clean the core support, clean the back side of this piece, do a little bit of fitting and forming, weld that sucker in.
What you setting this welder on?
I'm gonna,
Not auto set, huh?
well, I'm just gonna look and see what voltage there it would be for what I'm doing and just give me a ballpark idea. And here we have it. It's all tacked in there, stuck together. Looks better than it did. What do you think? I know my welds aren't godlike. That gets us clearance for our intercooler. Chase dropped it off at the machine shop earlier for them to weld the ears back on it. And when it's ready, we're gonna go pick it up and try to get it mounted.
You started going to work, huh?
Started going to work.
Going to work, not even showing what we're doing. You're clearancing this for our intake?
The jetty pipe coming off the intercooler's got to come up here to the intake.
Yeah.
So I need the clearance at least back to the sway bar.
All right, well that looks good. I was trying to figure out what you were doing. Why? I thought you just like messed up. I was glancing over here, not paying attention, and I was like, what? Is he just like cutting and messing up? Like, because I saw like a couple cuts, and I thought you like messed up and were like cutting it wrong, and I was like, oh, okay, now I got it.
I guess I would call that a pie cut.
You're just making it to where you can bend it.
Right. Just so I can try to keep as much of the shape that's there, because I want it to look like it never happened.
Yeah, it looks good so far.
So I got a little bit more tweaking to do, and then I'll just have to make a little filler piece for each side.
Well, I think I need your help, Russell.
You think you need my help?
Yeah, because I've got this disassembled. I don't want to take this completely apart to clean it up, paint it nice.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna do that, you know what you ought to do?
What?
Take it down there and get it sandblasted.
Bullhorn.
It'd be easier to clean up than what you're fitting to have to do.
I mean, I was just gonna get a wire. Yeah, you're right. Now I got something else to take apart and sandblast.
It's already apart.
Okay, let's go. Help me out. I wear this Dr. Squatch sandalwood bourbon. It's like essential oils. Russell says it smells like a hippie.
It does. It smells like you should be burning some sage and calling out the demons and stuff.
I like it better. Russell has been welding up this, what is that? Is that like a support bracket?
It's a cross member.
Cross member support bracket? Thingamajig? Pop?
Thingamapopper.
Yeah.
We just needed clearance for the turbo pipe. So I wanted it to look nice, as per usual.
It looks nice. It does look nice. I like it.
It'll look like it didn't happen when I get done.
Yeah, man, that does look good. Yeah, you got a little bit to go, but you're looking good. And then I have been cleaning this up and wire wheeling it, and it's not gonna look good. That's what it looks like after all this work that I've put into it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this whole piece to Zach over at Lone Star Powder Coating. He said he could have it done in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So he'll have this thing clean and ready for paint in 20 minutes. Russell,
Chase.
this weld looks great. Can't even tell you did this. It looks amazing.
I just ground it clean so we could repaint it. That's the idea.
Yeah, you did make it a little bit, you know,
I sucked
clearance.
If you look from the top, I sucked it in past the sway bar so we can get our pipe coming up here.
Cool. I like it.
You like it?
I do like it.
Got wash tubs on the way.
No, I haven't ordered them yet. I haven't pressed the trigger.
Oh, you were like, get it. And I didn't know.
I gotta press the trigger because we need slosh tubs, we need filler panels, we need stuff and things. All right, we're back at it again. Working on Old Mac. We're crunching, getting ready for LS Fest. Russell yesterday got a bunch of stuff done. Today we're about to start mocking up turbos, and what else are we doing?
We're just gonna try to start getting an idea of what we gotta do as far as where our turbos are gonna be height-wise, front to back-wise. We don't have our core support yet. We really don't wanna make any final decisions until we have that on.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're just gonna try to get everything mocked up and get an idea of where our piping's gonna go and what we need. We got a lot of pipe over there.
Yeah, I ordered 2 kits off of eBay, a 2.5 inch like full kit for exhaust and a 3 inch full kit, so we could just have all the bins and necessary things that we need. We can just have extra.
And I've never done a turbo setup before, so I don't know where all
I
this stuff
definitely
goes. So we're
haven't.
definitely gonna be looking at some diagrams and making some phone calls.
I mean-
'Cause we got wastegates and things like that. And
Yeah, we're gonna have some help from some couple people that have done this before. Good-
help from my friends.
Yes, yeah. So Carter's been over here helping us, and he's had a couple turbo cars, and then we got our tuner Josh that has built quite a bit of turbo cars. He's got a pretty cool one right now as well. But anyways, we're just gonna have some good friends help us out. We got exactly a month. Actually, we got exactly a month before C10 Nationals.
Yeah.
I went and picked up the core support from Lone Star Powder Coating. We got that done. And we got the power steering pump and a new power steering pump from O'Reilly's and a new line from there as well. So got an adapter where we can adapt it.
Did they powder cut those pieces?
No, we're picking those up later. All right, Russell was looking for wood, pieces of wood, and I couldn't figure out what he was doing because I was trying to get him to help me. He's like, "No, you're helping me now."
You were doing something.
I was doing
taking
th-
longer than
yeah.
I wanted, and I can't sit there and I don't feel like I'm staring at you.
Yeah. So, anyways,
It's like, wow, look at the monkey. He's cracking the nut. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm at the zoo watching you.
All right, Well, here we go. Russell, you got all this wood lined out, and I was like, what are you doing? So tell us what you're doing.
Well, our concern with Old Mac is we want our turbos to stick through the hood. We don't want to cut the hood until the very last, but we need to know where the top of the hood's gonna be. So I'm laying these boards out in the shape of this hood. We're gonna screw them all together, and then we can lay them across those fenders, and that'll give us a real good idea of where the top of the hood's gonna be, so we know where to set our turbos before we start making piping. So you're gonna be able to look at this and go, that's how far they're gonna stick out of the hood. I want more, I want less.
Cool.
So that's what we're doing. And this is the poor man's way to do it.
So now we just take this piece down here.
Now you know
Yeah.
where the top of your hood is. So we set our turb skis up there, and we know that this is where the top of the hood's gonna be, and this is where that body line is, and it dips down.
So now we just know, because we're gonna have to cut into that body line.
Yes, most likely. But this is just more for reference because of how we want them poking out, so we want height ideas, and we're not gonna cut the hood until we get it all figured out. So you need to know kind of what it's gonna look like before we.
Cool. All right, now help me hang this. Core support. We've been supposed to do that for like the last
30 minutes, and I've been jacking around on.
Computer on your little bed and look at it.
Oh, poor Turbo.
Look at him. Huh? What you doing? My computer in your spot?
Hey, buddy, let's hang it.
All right, let's go.
All right, where are we hanging it from?
We'll just hang it from these first screw holes on the side.
Okay.
Oh no, you know what you didn't do? Is twist this top around, bro. It is coming down.
No, not. Lego. Ooh, that's not what Lego.
You didn't.
I didn't what?
You did.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I was wrong.
Yeah, then
I thought it was
you
gonna fall.
and then you cut it fall.
Well, it gave me some character.
Oh, look what you did to me.
Oh, look at you, got whoa. You remember when I hit my shin the other day?
Oh, and we got all that on camera, so that wasn't my fault. Russell is the one that dropped it. It wasn't my fault, but look what he did. He cut me.
I used to spray paint my dash in my S10, like every other week a different color. Anybody else ever do that? Did you do that, Russell?
I'm gonna tell y'all a story. It's a story time. Chase is gonna paint in the background. You carry on, my wayward son.
Okay.
Almost 20 years ago, I had a shop bagging trucks, and Chase was one of my early customers. He lived down the road from where my first shop was at a friend of mine's house. And we bagged his little S10, and he just battered on it and battered on it. Well, he got some money from an income tax return or his birthday or something. He's like, I wanna shave the tail lights, and I wanna do a custom grill, all this stuff. So me and my buddy Bradley spent like a month shaving everything on his truck, slicking it all out. Bradley did the body work back then. We made a custom grill for it. We shaved everything that you could possibly shave, did all the dents, bought some pretty decent satin black paint, and did the whole truck satin black. It looked good. Did an OBS bumper, narrowed down and molded in on the front. Heat Wave was the coming weekend, and we're getting it done for Heat Wave. That's our mission. We want it to look good for Heat Wave, trying to get a little publicity for my shop. And Mr. Spray Paint behind me picks the truck up. He's pumped. He loves it. Him and his goofy buddy take the truck down to
This is a bad decision.
where Nolan Ryan's stadium is there outside of Austin and Round Rock. That's where Heat Wave was that year. I get there Saturday morning. I'm pumped to see the truck, see how it presents itself while it's being shown. And it was under construction, so it's not like we built a show win or anything. And I almost walked past the truck because I didn't recognize it, because him and his mentally handicapped friend decided at 2 a.m. that they were gonna go to AutoZone and two-tone the truck with fluorescent orange safety paint from Walmart. And so I don't even know, I think they taped it off a torn newspaper. And the coverage looked like it rained orange paint on the top of the truck.
It was horrible.
I mean, it made everything I did look like a 4-year-old did it. I was devastated. So Mr. Spray Paint, carry on.
I've gotten better at spray painting. What were we thinking? We weren't thinking. And I ran out of paint. I've gotten quite a bit on this core support, but I'm gonna need definitely one more can, so we'll grab as many as we can, like 3 or 4, if they've got them.
This is the spray paint special, baby.
Yeah.
Because look at this, guys. I want to show you something. We're not like fixing a perfect part here.
No, we're definitely not.
Like if it ever gets to the point where it's a show truck,
We'll order a new core support.
we can get it. They're like $100.
Yeah, they're not much. So probably should have done that in the first place, but oh well.
Screw it. We're gonna cut this one up. We'll know what we did wrong.
Oh yeah, that's true. We do gotta cut it up. All right, we're going to the O'Reilly's. Hey, wait for me. We need to have the dually ready to be able to tow old Mac.
Well,
to
we
the
gotta
shows.
get old Mac ready first, and if we do, I will put some time towards the dually
Oh, we're gonna
so
put
we can
some.
tow it. But if we don't have old Mac running, there's no need in wasting
No, there's
time
no
on the
way.
dually.
So
'Cause we can pull old Mac with the crafter.
oh, we can definitely. All right, we'll do that. I
But-
love this old Mac. I love this thing old now.
And worst case scenario, for both shows, we could drive the dually down there and tow old Mac
Oh yeah,
without
yeah, yeah.
the dually. You know
Yeah, that's
what I'm
true.
saying? I
That's
just
true.
need to put airbags on the back to tow because the fenders will-
Rubs. I like the door. Well, that's the back seat. Jiggling.
My truck don't jiggle, it rattles.
Yeah, it does.
This truck used to haul on some cattle. And
Dude,
now it's close to the ground, dibble dabble.
Dude, how fast you did song go away?
Oh, I thought you were asking how fast the truck went.
No, how fast did that song go away?
Hey man, 15 minutes of fame.
That's all it had.
Yeah, and now if you hear it, you're like, yeah, I've heard it.
I haven't heard it forever.
Yeah, because you heard it 10 million times.
I did.
I mean, my wife and daughter and I were listening to it.
Golly. Stayed up here a little bit late so we can get all this stuff back in the truck tomorrow. I'll spray the core support again, just to give it another coat to make it look good. Just getting closer so we can get this thing put together. And we're gonna be putting the core support in, and then we'll be bolting up the turbos or positioning turbos. So exciting stuff.